I'm gonna talk to you, sweetie, and answer his question. The reason marriage has lost its value is because you're not going to value something that when you're already getting your needs met without.
Thank
So
you.
a lot of
That's my point.
people are getting their needs met without the responsibility, right? So marriage comes with a responsibility. So if I can get in relationship with somebody without having the responsibility of marriage, like how they say, why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? That's what everybody's doing. I am in relationship without the responsibility. So when I'm ready to exit stage left, I don't have to worry about going through a divorce. I don't have to
Mhm.
worry about, divvying up assets. I don't have to worry about all of
Exactly.
the things that come along with what a divorce comes along with. I can walk away clear and free, right?
Mhm.
So I can pretend to be married without having the responsibility that comes along with marriage. That's really what it's about, because you'll see that marriage rates have declined, but cohabitation has
That's going up.
increased. So
Exactly.
that's what people are doing.
So you know what's
So yes,
tripped out about
if
that?
I want a
And no,
partnership,
and
things let's
actually,
cohabitate.
I know why. Clout, you're absolutely right. Here's the tripped out part about it. This is the reason why people still desire and need marriage is because there's always another person on the other side of that table. And what people don't understand is that while you are feeling like, oh, why am I getting the milk? I can get the cow, and why buy the cow when I can get the milk for free? The other person on the other side is thinking the same exact thing. So what happens is people start to want marriage because they want commitment because they realize that the other person, the person that they want, they desire and they need to commit to them, can have the same option that they have, which is to walk away. So that's
So
why. So that's
sure,
why you
you will
tend to see
always
people.
have the nostalgic. You will always
That's
have
not
people who
nostalgia.
want it
That's
back. I'm gonna give you an example, right? We used to get our meat from butchers. Everywhere you went, the only place you can get your meat from was a butcher. So people needed a
get
butcher
our meat
around. But
from
guess what?
butchers.
Hold on, just hear me up. I'm saying back in the day, people got their meat from butchers mostly. Nowadays, you can get meat from a grocery store. So because people can go to the grocery store to get meat, what happened? Butcher shops closed down and start going out of business. Now, did the quality of the meat go down? Sure, the quality of the meat went down. Now there are people who are particularly going to want high quality meat, and they're going to drive out the extra hours to go to the butcher. But a lot of people don't value the quality. What a lot of people value today is convenience. So nowadays, convenience has way more value than quality. And so this is why supermarkets are more popular than butchers. The argument that you're making is like, well, the butcher is higher quality meat. I'm not disagreeing with you, but what you're not realizing is that the people no longer value quality more than they value convenience. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. You're
Oh no,
still
I get
stuck.
you.
You're still stuck
Can
in the
I say
mindset of someone who
something?
values quality more, but that's not the world
I
we
will
live in.
argue. I will argue.
Quality
I
is
will
not
argue.
higher in value anymore
I,
than
I
convenience.
will argue that this space wouldn't exist if everybody was happy with that system that you're speaking of. That's the reason why this space exists now, because everybody is complaining about the dating market, which is supposed to be free and clear, and everybody's supposed to be able to rock the way that they want to rock and do whatever they want to do. But all of them keep coming back to the congregation and telling us how much piss is in the damn pool or how much shit is in the pool.
Yeah,
They're
I was
Because
all
they're
just
still
stuck
about
with
to
something
complaining
say.
that
about
doesn't work.
relationships.
No, hold
Yeah,
on.
I want to add
Because they're
something
stuck
after
in
you
a
speak.
situation. I'm gonna tell you why people are complaining. Everyone's here in this space because they're stuck trying to fix a new problem with old tools. And every time people come into the space, they realize, hey, we have a new problem right here that we've never had before. And everyone keeps saying to them, use the old tools. But when they bring the old tools, it doesn't work. And that's why this space existed. The guys were using those old tools to try to find a wife. They were using all the things their mama told them on how to get a girl, and it didn't work. And so they came into this space and created a red pill space for people to communicate and
I was
figure
just
out what
about to
works
say
because the
And
stuff
that
they were
shit ain't
told
working
didn't
either.
work.
it's
The
not.
reason
I
why
was
these
just
women
about
are
to
in the
say.
space is because their mom told them if you do this, you'll get a husband, and it didn't work. And so now they're here trying to figure it out because it didn't work. Everything you're saying that's supposed to work isn't working. That's what you're
You heard
missing.
what they said? To get a
I wasn't.
husband and it
No,
didn't work, they still single. Single as
I'm
long.
not here to figure shit out. I'm here to talk. But my thing about it is, I listen to y'all go back and forth about marriage and why and all these numbers and shit. Not and being a woman in just in life in general and on YouTube, but not outside of my life. Not my outside life, my YouTube life. We cannot deter the fact there's a whole group of Negroes demonizing black women on the internet to other young black men and telling them not to marry us. So don't forget to count those niggas out into the
How many of them
whole,
are married?
huh?
And a lot of those
Don't
guys are married or were married.
That still doesn't mean. Hey, I'm not saying what they were, if they were married or not. What I'm saying is, if the core is the ish is good, this conversation is not what is valuable. What is valuable is going back out there and preaching to the young black men who make all these decisions about marriage. I've been saying this the whole goddamn show. I'm not going to change it up now and keep these weirdos out of their ears telling them that marriage is no good and all black women are this and all black women are that, speaking in Sweeney's words, absolutes, and demonizing black women for no reason. Or
Are
because
they?
they saw sad existence and experiences with marriage.
What have they
Because
said
they
about?
married Melissa Ford. So my whole thing about it is, at the end of the day, I listen to y'all argue, but nobody took accountability for what is actually we are physically watching happen. If we get on a panel and say the wrong thing, you literally get verbally attacked in the comments by these zesty ass niggas. That's what I'm
Wait, what?
saying.
Hold on, hold
Well,
on. We gotta,
so
No,
hold
I'm
on.
serious.
I want to
That's
get
part of
Angie
the
in there
reason
too.
too.
Go ahead, Angie, and then go Luis.
I feel like marriage, life is like a journey, and if you have two people journeying, you're more likely to survive. That's kind of how I see it. I just kind of want to talk about some of the benefits of marriage real quick. Love and companionship, family, children, legal, financial benefits, religious, cultural beliefs, social, emotional stability, commitment, security, practical reasons. So those are some of the benefits of being married. The other point that I wanted to make is that um, I feel like relationships nowadays are kind of like how you see the people that are real health conscious and they're about wellness, and they cook their foods, they make sure they allocate funds to buying quality foods, and they take the time and the energy to really pour into it so that they can really benefit from what they're taking in, right? And I kind of feel like that when it comes to like how people move in relationship, having healthy habits, coming with value, not just requesting value. Like that's kind of like the healthy version. And like you said, Clout, like people are able to go through these fast food relationships. And even though it is convenient and people do want things like this, I don't think that when it comes to longevity, it's always the most beneficial. Of course, you're going to get the instant gratification of the convenience. But when we talk about long term, you know, it typically is not more beneficial. And that's why I side with Sweetie a little bit more. A lot of people say that, okay, I have the option not to be married and get these things. And they explore that just to come full circle around and say, you know what? I think that I will get more benefits from moving differently.
Sure. But thinking that you would get more benefits and getting more benefits aren't mutually exclusive. So yeah, you might have a bad relationship with some bad experiences in your relationships and then say, you know what, maybe it'll be better if I get married. But that doesn't mean factually that if you get married, it will be better. It just means that you believe that. So that's why I was saying to Sweeney, it doesn't matter what people want, because what matters is the results. Now you listed a whole bunch of things that were beneficial for marriage. But my question to you again is, how many of those things that you listed are exclusive to marriage? None of them. Every single thing that you put on that list, you can get elsewhere. Every single thing you can get without being married. Now I'm gonna ask you another question. If I put you in a car and I told you that if you slam on the brakes, there's a 56% chance that the brakes will stop, but then the other 44% chance that brakes will not stop, would you buy that car? Do you think most people would invest in a car if they told them that there's a 56%, only a 56% chance that the brakes are actually going to do what they're supposed to do? Obviously not. Matter of fact, first off, if there is a less than 1% effectiveness rate on brakes, they're recalling them. Immediately they're recalling them. So it's like, I'm not saying something ridiculous here. We're talking about incentives and how people make decisions. Most human beings are not going to willingly go into something that has a 44% chance of failure. Most people just won't. Well, now, a lot of people are still going to desire it. A lot of people are still going to idealize it. A lot of people are still going to want it. But how many people are going to make that decision when they don't have to get where they're going? If I don't got to drive in a car with a 44% chance of failure, and I could drive another car that doesn't have a 44% chance of failure and still get to my destination, I'd rather do that. And guess what?
You're
You want
assuming that
companionship,
the
you
other
can get it through dating. You want sex, you can get it through dating. You want the thing is, you can get love through dating. It's not like you can't love the person you're dating.
You're answering her questions and not even
Okay,
letting her
go.
answer.
All right. Relax.